Hello everyone, welcome back to Business Central Musings. Today we continue with going through what's new in Business Central 2024 Wave 2, and we're going to look at one very cool thing I found about report layouts and how easy it is now to go from an RDLC layout to a Word layout. Let's get going. So, as we usually do, we start with the main page for Business Central 2024 Wave 2 plan. And when you look on to the left hand side, we see under 2024 Wave 2, under development, one of the new things is used improved features for document reports. And among all the other things here is there are a few things done to the Word report layout, Word report layout page, and the few things that have happened here, we have a few actions: update and export layout and export report schema. Let's say your partner or Microsoft has a report that's in RDLC layout and RDLC layout only. Some reports have more than one layout, RDLC, some have Word, and a few others have additionally Excel layouts. But what if your report RDLC layout? What do we do in this case? How can we display in a Word layout the data set from the existing report? It was pretty impossible. You would have to ask a developer to create a Word layout for you by using the data set that's coming from Microsoft or from your partner. So it was the problem was that we couldn't take advantage of the data set existing with an RDLC layout to move it and display it in a Word layout. So that's what 2024 Wave 2 resolves. And let's see this one in Business Central. So we are here in Business Central 2024 Wave 2. This is an environment based on 25.0, and let's go to report layouts page. And we look at the reports, report layouts we have here, and we see that report ID number 2 has only one RDLC layout. So what if we create a layout for in Word for this report? Of course, we can go to General Journal. Let's create a transaction here. Let's move $1 from checking to savings, and then let's test the report, because this is gonna be the report we're gonna work with. And I'm just opening the page inspection, and we can see is the report number 2. So hopefully we can see. Let's see if I can show it. Yes, it's report number 2. So let's print this report. And this is how the report looks like when you print it using the RDLC layout. Okay, now let's go back to report layouts and create here a new Word layout. Let's call it Word General Journal Test Word Layout. And give it the same description, and as format let's use Word, and let's make it for all companies, and then click OK. Then we need to upload the layout, but we actually don't have the layout yet, so we need to cancel that because we're not ready. One of the actions that's existing now on the report layouts page is export report schema. So what does that do? We, as I said at the beginning, a report in Business Central consists of two things: the data set and the layout. With the export report schema, you basically export the data set as an XML. So let's do that. Export report schema, and I've got in my downloads a file default XML. Now let's open up a Word document, and we can see the Word document, and let's create a blank document. Let's make it bigger. And we don't really have here the developer tab, and we see the developer now tab, and let's click on XML map, and as you can see here we don't have the report 2, which is the general journal test, but we do have, let's see where it is, add new part. So let's click on add new part, and let's point to the file that we downloaded from Business Central, the default XML file. And now if we try to look through what data sets we have access to, we see the report number 2. And we see already general journal batch, integer, and then we have the general journal line dataset. So we've got almost everything we need here. So let's design let's start designing our report. I would add company name, and then I would add the template name, and I would add, oops, we need to move down. I would add the name of the batch. Then let's display in a table. Let's add a few fields, and at the top in this table we're going to display the general journal lines, just like the RDLC layout. Not just like that, because we're not going to go into that much of a detail, but because this is just a proof of concept kind of for me to see that we can create a Word layout starting from an RDLC, from a report with RDLC layout only, by using the schema that's used in the RDLC layout. So let's go and add the account type. Then in the next column let's add the amount, the caption. We're adding captions now. Let's add description, And on the next one, document number. So we've got an account type, maybe account number. We need the account number. Oops. Alex. Let's insert column to the left. Okay, and paste in here the account number. And now let's put the values that are on each column. Account number, and then the amount, and then description, and then document number. And these three columns, we can get rid of them. Alright, so let's save this file. I'm gonna drop it in my temp folder, and let's name it General Journal Line Word Layout. Let's close now, and we're back in Business Central. Now let's create a new report, a new layout. And give it a description, and this is not Excel but Word, and click OK, and then we can load that layout that we just saved in ctemp. And here we go, we got here now a second line for report number 2 that shows the word layout as another layout for report number 2. Now let's go to back to General Journal, and let's see what we did. We have the same transaction here. Let's use the report 2 to print a test, and this time let's use the word layout and preview. And here it is. We've got a word layout using or relying on a dataset that was delivered by Microsoft with the RDLC layout. We didn't go into complicated things around word layout or into things that don't work yet, but as I said, it was a proof of the fact that we can start with even though the report doesn't have a word layout, we can start with a blank Word document, import the schema from an existing RDLC layout, and add the components of that schema into the Word document. That's it for today. I hope it helps, and if you didn't subscribe, please subscribe. I'll see you next time. Thank you.